Molish test. First of all, if we need to detect the carbohydrates in any given sample solution, we can perform Molish test, and it can be titled as to detect carbohydrates in given sample solution by Molish test. Molish test is a qualitative test. We can detect only presence and absence of carbohydrates in the given sample solution by this test. And this test is for every carbohydrate, whatever the type and class we have in the sample, we can detect them by Molish test. That's why it is also called a group test, and it is not a quantitative test. We cannot detect the quantity, we cannot estimate the amount of sugars or carbohydrates in the given sample solution by this test. So next is, how will you prepare the Molish reagent? Molish reagent, this is prepared by dissolving 1 gram of alpha naphthol in 95% ethyl alcohol, and you will make the total volume 100 ml. This is Molish reagent. This is how we can prepare the Molish reagent. And second chemical which is required, that is concentrated sulfuric acid. We need these two reagents for the detection of carbohydrates in the given sample solution. So first of all, what is the procedure for the detection of carbohydrates? The procedure is, take two test tubes and label them S for sample, and second test tube you will label it as B for blank. In blank test tube, you will not take the sample solution. In place of sample, we will take only distilled water in blank test tube. And in sample test tube, we will take that sample solution in which we want to detect the carbohydrates. We take the blank test tube to compare the results of blank with sample. To compare the results, if there is no carbohydrates, in that case, what will be the observations? What will be the what will be the result? What will be the color change in the absence of carbohydrates? And in sample, carbohydrates are taken, and we study what will be the result if carbohydrates are present, and how we can differentiate between two different results when carbohydrates are present and when carbohydrates are absent. In second step, take 3 ml distilled water in test tube B. So first of all, you will take 3 ml distilled water in test tube B and 3 ml sample solution or carbohydrate solution in test tube S. Now add 2 or 3 drops of Molish reagent in both test tubes, in sample test tube and in blank test tube. Now mix thoroughly, and after mixing properly, then you will incline the test tube, you will bend the test tube, and after bending the test tube, you will add concentrated H2SO4 with the wall of test tube slowly, and after adding concentrated H2SO4 in both test tubes, this time you will add the concentrated H2SO4 in both test tubes. Now after adding concentrated H2SO4 in both test tubes, you will not mix the contents. You just rotate the test tube in your palms, but you should be careful because this test tube will be hot when you will add the concentrated H2SO4 in the test tube. Now after adding the concentrated H2SO4 in the test tube, you will observe there will be formation of a reddish violet ring in the test tube, which is labeled as sample, which is having the carbohydrate, If carbohydrates are present, there will be formation of reddish violet ring. And in blank test tube, there is no carbohydrates. There will be formation of a green colored ring. There will be formation of green ring. And in blank test tube, there is only distilled water. So that's why there will be formation of green ring. And that green ring is only due to the presence of alpha naphthol, which is present in the Molish reagent. And the reddish violet ring means carbohydrates are present. Now, what is the principle of this test? Principle of this test is quite simple because carbohydrates which are present in the sample, maybe those are polysaccharides or disaccharides or maybe conjugated compounds. First of all, what happens in the test tube? Principle would explain us what is the basic concept in this smallish test. So polysaccharides and disaccharides, first of all, these are hydrolyzed. There will be hydrolysis of these polysaccharides and disaccharides, and this hydrolysis is done by concentrated sulfuric acid which we added in the test tube. After hydrolysis, these polysaccharides and disaccharides are converted into monosaccharides. These will be broken down into monosaccharides after hydrolysis. Now, after hydrolysis, these monosaccharides are dehydrated. Again, this reaction is done by concentrated H2SO4, and after dehydration, there is formation of furfural. When these monosaccharides are dehydrated, these monosaccharides are dehydrated. After dehydration, these monosaccharides are converted into furfural. Now, this furfural or derivative of furfural react condense mean reaction. This furfural reacts with alpha naphthol which is present in Molish reagent. Now, when this furfural reacts with alpha naphthol, it produces a complex compound, and that complex compound is reddish violet. That complex compound is reddish violet in color. That's why there is formation of reddish violet ring in the test tube when we add the Molish reagent in sample solution which is having the carbohydrates. So if the carbohydrates are present in the sample, those will be hydrolyzed into monosaccharides. Those monosaccharides will be dehydrated by sulfuric acid to form furfural, and then that furfural is reacting with alpha naphthol to make reddish violet colored complex. This is how we can detect the carbohydrates in the given sample solution. These are the some important Viva questions. What is the general group test for carbohydrates? How Molish test is general group test for the carbohydrates? What is the difference between qualitative and quantitative test? What is the type of Molish test? What are the functions of reagents? Why and how reddish violet ring appear in Molish test? What is the blank test tube? These are the results. Any questions?